Nave cohort. We're back. We're going to be doing some classic games. This time we're going to be streaming another one of my favorites. This is one that I found later in life, so it's not like I played this one way back when, like I did Police Quest 1. But it is the third game in the series. It's the last one that was produced and directed and that kind of thing by Jim Walls. He would eventually leave Sierra to go make Blue Force, which was not as good of a game, but it's still a fun one. It might be one that we do here soon, too. But it is the third of the three games that include Sonny Bonds as the main character, and some of the ones that we've encountered before, like Marie Wilkins and now Marie Bonds at this point. At the conclusion of the second game, you end up marrying her. And we're going to be dealing more with the Baines family. None of that is really kind of a big spoiler as far as this was concerned. From here, from Police Quest 3, it would go to Police Quest 4 Open Season, which was a whole different character, and it was actually set in the Los Angeles Police Department, as compared to the fictitious Lytton, like we've had in the first three games. And from PQ4, it would spawn into the SWAT franchise, which, of course, has several games associated with it, and some of those ended up being first-person, similar to something like Rainbow Six, and that kind of thing. So that's kind of the legacy of the games that we're dealing with here. But let me go ahead and get that started, and then we'll flip the stream over so you can see everything. Oh, do want to watch it because we're going to go through that. So let me flip this over. God, the 90s hit so hard with this MIDI soundtrack. Police Quest is not just watching some movie or star portraying the glamorous part of it. It's you. It's up to you to follow the correct police procedure and make the right decisions in life and death situations. Real police work, you have to know when to be a hero, when to rely on caution, or use other team members on the force. Some of the incidents in Police Quest 3 are based on actual events that occurred during the course of my career. I managed to survive them. Let's see if you can do as well under pressure. Here's the scene we're about to walking into. Lytton, once a quiet and peaceful little town, has been growing like a weed. There's new industry, good jobs, and a decent standard of living. Unfortunately, progress is not without side effects. Poverty and crime are growing up about as fast as the new cultural center. Homicide detective Sonny Bonds and his wife Marie are still on a honeymoon high from their wedding a few years back. Marie's got a good job at the Oak Tree Mall, and the two have a beautiful new home. As for Sonny, he was promoted to detective sergeant within the Lytton Police Department. As the story opens, Sonny has just finished his sergeant's training and is back on duty. Overburdened as the department is, he's been assigned to the traffic division for a bit. It seems traffic is always understaffed. Well, that's Sonny's life. It's a good one, worth protecting, and now it's time for you to assume the role of Sonny Bonds. I happen to know you're in for a heck of a day. got an ad break coming up here, so it'll be just a minute, and we'll pause it and adjust some settings once we get back into the game proper. Now, dial the volume down a little bit so it's not blowing out anybody else's eardrums. Okay. See what we got here. Yeah, it's our office. Before we start the day, we should probably take a look and see if we've got any memos or anything. Remove a form from the basket. It's Department Disciplinary Action Form with a note attached. Note from Lieutenant Reed's Bond, please interview Officer Pat Morales regarding a complaint. Complaint alleges that officer used profanity and verbally abused him during the issuing of a citation. Determine disciplinary action, if any. Based upon your interview, leave this form on my desk when you're done. All right. I'm going to go find Officer Morales. Side office. All right, Morales, I need to have a word with you after this afternoon's briefing. Charming. We begin the briefing. We're going to unmute in Discord here since we're doing this kind of stuff. Good afternoon, people. I'll be filling in for Sergeant Jacob while he's on vacation. Advise the afternoon shift of the procedural information and announcements listed on the clipboard and close by saying, have a safe shift and think about raking right-hand approaches in your car stops. We have a serious talk with Morales. Complaint here alleging that you were verbally abusive to one of the violators you stopped. Complaint states that you yelled, screamed, and used profanity. And so what do you want from me? The guy's a jerk. Oh, Morales. like to do more than file a complaint, if you know what I mean. Continuing the interview, you ask. Alright, why don't you tell me what happened? Pulled the guy over, right? He's going 75, maybe 80 in a 50-mile zone. Walk up to the car and boom, right away starts eyeing me and flipping and lipping off. Time to put up with that crap? Ask her directly. Did you raise your voice and use profanity with the man or not? Look, you try being a woman cop for just one day and then tell me how to do my job. Truthfully, I don't remember what the hell I said, but whatever it was, I had a damn good reason. Alright, Morales, that's it for now. Get back on duty, see if we can keep the civil and civil servant. Sure, Sarge, whatever you say. I think we're just going to sustain that one. Okay, requisition for computer access card. Go up to the top floor and drop this off to get ourselves a computer access card. Got the new Mark V model. Goes from 0 to 30 megahertz in 3.5 seconds. What a time. 4 megabyte memory capacity, XGA graphics, and a 5 millisecond network access time. The chief dropping ice cream in the last game. The chief loved his pistachio ice cream. No, it's a little hard for you cop types to handle, but you'll figure it out. Real simple, man. Just boot your machine up and stick in your card. I'm getting sick and tired of cops who don't return things. It's a very cute thing to say. Get on the radio and tell that dimwit Banks to get the tracking device back to me. Officer Banks says he needs a tracker for 3 more days. Okay. Psychologist office, device. Sonny Bonds, call dispatch at once. Alright. We'll see what dispatch wants. Sonny needs you to drive out to Aspen Falls, respond to a call. All the units occupied. Nope, we should gather up our equipment and things from our locker. It's going to be on the first floor. Nightstick, notebook, flashlight. Should be the storage locker there if I remember right. Berries and some flares. Use those.
Much fancier graphics than the first game.
Mm-hmm. Even the EGA version's a little, or the newer version of it, because they remade the first game, doesn't quite come close.
I don't know if this driving is better or worse than the first game. Because at least there doesn't seem to be like the threat of instant death all the time, but at the same time, it doesn't seem all that be all that interactive.
Mm-hmm. One thing I gotta remember is where Aspen Falls is at. If it's gonna give me a tag for it or not. Oh, here it is. You see the sign, you just, kind of have to stop and hope things are there. Oh, officer, you gotta stop that mess.
Sign, everywhere sign.
There's a madman over there. Why, he's almost butt naked, ranting and raving about aliens from outer space. You there, leave this place. I've got to secure it before the Bathonians come. Don't try to stop me, you'll be vaporized if you interfere. Man, how are you doing? That's my badge. The Bathonians scoff at your badge, Lord Man. The mothership will squash you like a pimple. Warning, if you don't leave, I'll have to hurt you. The area must be evacuated. Fortunately, we're carrying a spare shield, so we'll put it on. I think I got something of yours. Those keys alone, foolish mortal. On our old softball arm, we haul back and throw the keys as far as we can into the river. And now your keys and my badge are neighbors. I'll kill you for that, you flat-headed, flat-foot ignoramus. Alright, well. Alright, managed to subdue him. Let's go ahead and cuff him.
Florida man successfully apprehended.
Mm-hmm. Searching a wet and nearly naked man like this is particularly unpleasant. Nevertheless, you're glad you did when you discover a knife concealed in his briefs. Okay. We got ourselves one crazed nut with a knife. We want to go all the way back to probably 7th Street. The police station is on 6th, but we can't actually get into it on 6th. Like heading straight up 6th Street.
Those are some sick beats, yo.
Mm-hmm. Forget how many streets we cruised down before making our other turn. I think it's Fig and 6th. Sure wasn't. But I was it was stopped. Okay, we'll do this again. Fast forward through this part a little bit.
Suboptimal.
Very, very suboptimal. But also very Sierra game. A lot of the different ways that you can end up getting killed in this scene are, you know, obviously not searching them when you have the opportunity to. But if you just let them lay there on the ground, he'll just get up and knife you. After so many seconds. Alright, let's save our game. What's worse is before playing this either through Good Old Games or DOSBox or anything along those lines, the driving portion of this one was absolutely tied to CPU speed.
Because that's a great measure to use because computers are never going to get too much faster than this, right?
Sure. Hang on a second, because I gotta go look this one up. Otherwise I'm gonna be driving around here forever. We got a game to play. 7th Street between Poppy Street and River Road. You know, I think that's probably Police Quest 1. I want to come back north on 5th and then take a right, I think. Between peach and rose. Big, then peach, then rose. Here it is. I made it. Except I didn't click fast enough. Put our gun in the locker. And we're advancing the plot a little bit. Let's see. Misses violation for not being in control of his faculties. This is requesting a supervisor for refusal to sign. 7th Avenue on-ramp. Gonna save our game in case we get lost for so long that it crashes or kills us. No, hang on a second. We already lost. Bad you see a black and white pulled off the freeway along with the detained vehicle. Policy about calling a supervisor for a failure to sign sucks. Being in front of a stupid ticket was a check for $10,000. I wouldn't sign it for that witch over there. Can't believe LPD would allow someone like her to patrol our streets. Rude, abrasive, and insulting. No witness or failure to sign. All right. Now we get to patrol a little bit on the highway. Okay. One, 2, 8, 9, 6. Oh, it's a allied sheriff. Oh, another speed demon. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1801 is the time. license and registration. I know, it's being I had to do it, man. Someone might say the beautifully constructed female, a real Nubian queen, you know what I mean? Oh boy. I think I have to use the computer in the car. I recall. Yeah. And it was 1601 or 1801. I think it was 1801. It should be 22349 for the vehicle code. Freeway. Slow car impeding traffic in the fast lane. $18.43. That's going to be very important for this one. And that was 18.3. And the vehicle code we've got for a slow driver, 21654.
Well, it's time for me to go.
Okie doke. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to do a little bit more of the traffic. Zero 1923. See to whom this vehicle belongs. $19.05 is the time on this one. This man's inebriated. Guy's way plowed. Charming. Let's bring this man in. There's Peach. And police station. And another glass. Okay. As hard as you can into this tube. Holy hell. Your pockets into the bucket. And it's going to be vehicle code 23152. Driving way over the influence. Just hoping the rest of the patrol is less exciting. We've got a cutscene. Meanwhile, at the Oak Tree Mall. Boy, something terrible's happened to Marie. Ooh. Our office is on the second floor, so we'll just head on up. Respond to an assault at the 0300 block, Oak Tree Mall. stab wounds, damage unclear. Mary is rushed to Lytton General Emergency, where doctors begin the race to save her life. Throughout the night, they're fighting to stabilize her condition. Sunny spends hours in agony in the waiting room. She's in a coma. It's finally allowed to see her. Bonds holds her hand until the pre-dawn hours, hoping, searching for some sign that she'll come back to him. Condition still quite serious, suffering from internal energy sustained from the multiple stab wounds. How long she'll remain in the coma is anyone's guess. My experienced presence of a loved one urging the patient back from the void is an incalculable asset. We're doing all we can for her physically, but you might be the only one who can reach her for now. Yeah, it's another old one there, Chuckles. A lot of these you can get on good old games, which is where this one is from. All 4 of the original Police Quest games are available through there. Like a lot of old school Sierra games, there's a lot to be said for those. Okay, so taking care of Marie. We're gonna have to find other items to help bring her out of that coma. Fellow officer drives you back to the car at the mall. You fight to control your rage, grief, and sense of violation into something you can live with. What you end up with is a burning desire to find and crucify the slime that hurt your wife. Somebody out there picked the wrong man to mess with. Yeah, it's not too terrible. Undying words, sexual assault, anything at all. Oh, geez, look, officer, I'm really sorry. Trying to get the facts, thought cops like that kind of loose talk. Okay, well, let's see if we can find something here in the scene. Something here. Just have to turn Sonny around at such a point where he can see it. Pick up what appears to be a medallion. On closer inspection, we realize it to be a Bronze Star War Medal. Okay. Good stuff. There's a number, 9987. Could probably put that through a computer somewhere and see if find something there. But for now, we'll end the day. and half asleep, you recognize Captain Tate's stern voice. Rise and shine, I need you back in homicide. You got work to do, report in plain clothes. There before 1400. No, let's bring this music box to her. I think they have a King's Quest and a Space Quest Collectors series too. That should have a bunch of those games together. A lot of the older school, late 80s, early 90s Sierra games are tough to beat. One of the ones I remember playing a lot, or watching played a lot growing up, was King's Quest 6. It's one of the first PC games I can remember, along with things like Lode Runner and Empire Deluxe. Prior to that, we did have an Atari, so I got to play, the first Police Quest game, which I played here on the stream. You can see the VOD there, or catch it on YouTube. On the Atari ST, it's, a lot of different competition going on there with that. Oh, I don't want to use the gun locker. I'm gonna go report to the captain. Alright, homicide office. Welcome back, Bond. Sorry to hear about your wife, Marie. Assigning you to her case since I know you won't be able to concentrate on anything else. This case number is 199144. Might want to review another stabbing case, see if there's any similarities. Case number is 199137. By the way, I want to introduce you to your new partner. Officer Bonds, meet Officer Pat Morales, your new partner. Great. Oh no, not you. Hey Bonds, looks like we're stuck together, huh? Yeah, it's just what we need is to be stuck with a firecracker. I've been a little rough around the edges. I'm not so bad once you get to know me. Alright, well. Well, we got the cases there, so let's give them a look so we can find out. There it is. Okay. Case, and we want to check out Clifford Jones' case first. It's 19er 37. Dun -dun. 280 West Palm. No suspect at the moment. Lacerated heart and liver due to multiple stab wounds. Puncture wounds measuring 6 by 1.5 inches indicate weapon being a dagger. You're clutched in victim's hand. Lab analysis, blood type A negative. Incisions in the shape of a pentagram were located in the lower left quadrant of the torso. Pentagram was carved after death. Suspects during the process of a burglary were interrupted by the victim. Struggle ensued and the victim was murdered. Okay, before we do that, let's yeah, no, you're not going to find anything with that one. Let's check out that medal that we had. That was a 9909987. Army Bronze Star awarded to Sam Britt, infantry, meritorious service in World War II. Sam Britt murder victim, case number 199124. Okay. 99124. Kind of recent. Lacerated heart and liver due to multiple stab wounds. Some puncture wounds, another dagger, 6 by 1.5 inch. DNA analysis clutched in victim's hand indicates A negative. Blood type suspect. Incisions in shape of pentagram are located lower left quadrant of torso, carved after death. No other existing homicides with same MO. Unknown cult possibly moved into area. Robbery or ritualistic sacrifice based on pentagram. Stolen property, military Bronze Star, serial number 09987. That looks very similar. What do we got for Marie's case? Victim in coma with multiple stab wounds. Puncture wounds measuring 6 inches by 1.5 inches indicate weapon to be a dagger. Suspects were frightened off during attempt on the victim's life. Okay. Got a couple extra pieces of the pie here. We should go turn that evidence in next door to the jail, though. Now, hang on a second. Get too nuts. Do have this reporter 5550707. Let's give him a call. The news, can I help you? Get that in the very next edition, and good luck, sir. All right. I'm actually going into the jail and the garage. Okay, and what's the case number? And that's Marie's case, which is 199144. Description of evidence, broken neck chain, location found, clutched in victim's right hand. Okay, it's going to be 944. Well, that was a short day. Close your shift, you head over to the hospital to see Marie. Oh, flowers. We should get Marie a rose. Okay, cool. Florist and take the rose. It's been route to route 307. We got our music box for her. Alright, eyelids are fluttering. Good stuff. Making progress. Yeah, she's had a rough time of it. But this one deals with some of the family that you kind of dealt with, because the first three games are linked together, kind of telling a whole story there from Police Quest 1 to 2 and 3. The first time you meet Marie, she is a prostitute working at a bar in the first game, and she helps you, capture Jesse Baines, who is the Death Angel in the first game, big time drug dealer. In the second game, you're dating Marie. She's given up that life, and she's your love interest there in that one. But Jesse Baines escapes from jail and ends up kidnapping her and going on a spree. So you have to try and rescue her, and you deal with Jesse. In the third game, or at the end of the second game, you guys get married. And then in the third game, where we are now, we're coming up to figuring out who's done it, but it will eventually learn that it's Jesse's brother, who's behind this whole attack and everything else. So that's who we're dealing with here in this game. But carrying on, call that one a day. Now, if you're going to go out and play, make sure that you're being responsible about it. Alright, here we go. Day 3. Alright. Back up to our office. Oh, we got a memo. Just on the way to locker room. I'll be back in a minute if you need me. Carla Reed called for you, said she saw the newspaper article about Marie. Better get on over there. I think she might have something for you. Strange address, though, 325 South 2nd Street. That's an old industrial park. Consulting our map here. Looks like it should be between Poppy and River. Okay, let's see. So it's going to be further south from where we are. At the police station. Okay, here comes 2nd Street. It's between Poppy and River. There's Lily. Poppy should be next. And we can stop literally anywhere. Nope, see why she's got a strange address. Detective Bonds at the police department. Thought we put my stuff in the car. I'd leave my stuff? Oh no, I can't just leave my stuff. Alright, well, let's help her out. Take it, sonny boy, let's go. Real gourmets, ain't ya? Let's fire up the old computer and see if we can't put together a composite drawing. Mean looking fella, all dark and hairy. Real sour face, hawkish nose, sharp beady eyes. Okay. Start with the beard. Okay, beard looks okay. It's obviously the right one there. Hair's way too low. All right. What's that? Hair looks okay. Okay. Making progress here. Beard looks okay. Tight mouth. Okay. A little thinner. Mouth looks okay. All right, let's go up to the nose. Said hawkish, not button boy. All right. Longer and narrow. What do we got? Longer and narrow. Close, but without the fat, cavernous nostrils. All right. That. This is a little too high. All right. Down a little bit. Nose looks okay. Oh, yeah, sure thing, Chuckles. Thanks for coming by. You can always catch the rest of the VOD later on, too. Not too far to the left. That's the rummy, the one there in the middle. Steve Rocklin. Convicted 2 counts of burglary in June of 85. Sentenced to 5 years in the state pen. Paroled in 88. Currently serving 3 years probation. No wants. Rockland associates with and is one time known to be a member of the cult Sons of Darkness. It is suspicioned the cult deals in the sale of crack cocaine. Morales checks her watch and suddenly says, "Drive me over to the mall real quick." Alright. Very careful to take her purse with her. Just waiting on Morales to come back. See, I'm back. Let's go. So ends another shop. Excellent. Go through the motions, getting ready for work. If I remember this, we're going to need the calibration chart, so while we're down here in the garage, we're just going to go ahead and get it real quick. No. Alright. We need to know we have a reason first. Not suspicious at all, Morales. Not suspicious at all. Commanded to appear at Municipal as a witness in the People versus Juan Ruiz. Well, it's been 3 days, so we should be able to get that tracking device back. Joe seems to know right when I'm getting ready to leave. Okay, so we need to go to the courthouse. It's on 8th between Rose and Peach. So we're going to take the left Rose and then north on 8th. And I think it has a... No. There we go. Name and occupation, Sonny Bonds, Detective Sergeant LPD. Issue a citation. Yes, that's correct. See, Mr. Rose anywhere in the courtroom. You point at him and say, this man right there. Record reflect offer Bonds identified defendant Mr. Juan Ruiz. He's helped describe the events that led up to it. Routine traffic duty that day. Been on duty about 6 hours patrolling the highway and drove up in a line of slow-moving cars in the fast lane. See, immediately he was going way under the speed limit, so I clocked him. Speedometer registered 35 miles an hour. Out of order, you have a chance to settle the story. You show the court the speedometer calibration chart for the vehicle you're operating that day. Yes, as a matter of fact, I can. Very, very 90s. Busted me if I was going 54. Find the defendant guilty. Gets to pay his fine. Well, I gotta make a phone call. Okay. Drive Morales to the mall. Sit tight, it'll only be a minute. And she left her purse. $250. Fort David, Lytton. 64 David, go ahead. 187 300 block of West Rose. Rose between 2nd and 3rd. Stop the car to get out. So, street. Samus return. Thanks, game. Or we'll just shoot up Lily. And up 8th. Seventh, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, and anywhere in here. Okay. Some evidence bags. Scraping tool. Andrew Dent, right? Alright, we got our samples and things. Get ourselves a VIN number. Typical medical professional, not a gallows humor. Alright, let's put our tools back in the box. consult our map again here real quick so we don't spend all night driving in circles. Or squares, as the case may be. So we're at Rose and 3rd. We want to take our next left, and left on Lily, and then north up 6th Street. There's 4th. Fifth. Sixth. Next stop should be the police station. Okay. Okay, so we'll need to go by the hospital. But I'm curious to see what she's got in her desk. Number 386, probably a locker combo on it if I had to guess. Since those come in 3s. Alright, so put our access card in there. Go. We'll go drop off our evidence and then we'll go to the hospital. Okay, this should be under the new case file, which is 19915. $1973 Ford Pinto. Surprised it's not on fire. Okay, so we need to go to the hospitals. I'm just consulting the map here on that real quick before we cruise off anywhere. And the hospital is on 4th Street, north of Peach. Alright. Conditions unchanged. More we can do but wait and hope. IV dosage supposed to be set at 0.005. Well, that is not what I recall ever being at. Okay. Difference between what's on the chart and what's on the meter. Kind of waiting on the ad break here for folks. About another 50 seconds or so. But yeah, no wonder she's not making any kind of a recovery. Her doctor's instructions aren't being followed. Okay, welcome back, folks. Doctor's checking the IV. Correct, this dosage is obviously incorrect. I don't understand this at all. I can't believe our staff would make such a serious error. I've adjusted the IV. Perhaps she'll feel better now. through the motions. See if there's a particular pattern in these homicides by marking locations. Evidence added to case number 199145. All right, let's see what we got. 9145. Ritual cult murder. Various samples. Gold plate transfer. Shows car to be used in General Motors sedan models from 1976. Okay. Now, I will say that this next part is extremely finicky. Because, obviously I've played this game several times myself. But best thing I can suggest for folks is, this is the point to go ahead and look up a solution that works. Because you're going to have to plant these exactly on the map. And if they're a little bit off, the computer is not going to be able to figure it out. So we need to plot our crimes. And the first one we've got is kind of right here, dead center. And a little bit off to the right. So you got one there. Got one that is 3. Kind of up here on the mall. The one that was up here. It's all the various addresses we've seen in the game so far to date. But like I said, it is extremely finicky about the wheres. Which, does not help me very much for my own art skills, which are not particularly spectacular. Okay, we did it right because it just told us that we have and it gave us the points. That would give us the new point, which should be the northeasternmost one, as that's the only crime that hasn't actually happened yet. Gold General Motors, the Armed and Dangerous. Okay. Yeah, that was the most annoying one for me before, because I tried making it super exact and putting them on the street and everything else before, and it just was not good. It wasn't giving me the chirping there for it, so after a couple hours of trying to plot points, I broke down and looked at whatever their solution was for it. Chronic insubordination, hatred of authority figures, low self-esteem, borderline psychopath, evaluation suggested, involved in destruction of evidence on 3 different occasions, concluded that the incidents were coincidental based on insufficient evidence. Nope, we need to go under 200 East Palm. Which is the far northern side there. And away we go. Our Pine Pounder Circle will probably strike next somewhere around 200 East Palm. Some warehouses and the Nugget Saloon. In case we go screaming past the stop sign again. Oh, you know, I think it's only an eastbound road. I think that's part of the problem. we're going to shoot down 8th. Ninth is what I wanted. Okay. Well, that certainly looks like his car, doesn't it? Okay, let's get ourselves a sample of the paint. We need to put that tracker under the car. Okay, well, this is potentially extremely dangerous, so give the game a quick save. Okay. Okay. 7th Street is the street that we want. We want to take from the north. Oh. Now we should be able to get on the highway. In the right direction. Oh boy. Good job, Sonny Bond's clone. You can direct that traffic. Guy from the bar, all right. Alright, well, let's head back to the barn. Go run to your car, you just took evidence with you, girl. What are you doing? Alright, drop this off. We're going to put it underneath that same case file. 199 rather, 145. Alright, go upstairs to the office. Double check our computer if we can. Got another memo. Important to see Marie every day. Well, nothing else going on. So we'll go check her out. Okay, we want 4th Street. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Music you can really jam out to. Just regular old driving your car. Okay, just waiting on the end of the ad break there. Welcome back, folks. I don't think there's anything more we can do at the moment for Marie other than just having visited her. Everything seems to be in good order. Trying to park her off the station, drive yourself home for some rest. Okay, good stuff. Back to the office. Another day of fighting crime. Sonny Bonds, age 32. He's going to send us out to go find something at the coroner. Probably review some case file. One 9145. All right, let's review it. Okay, let's see what else we got. Stolen property, military bronze star, gold paint transfer shows cars using 4 packets of cocaine, 5 dropped out of that car. Morales. All right, she's doing physical stuff today, so that means she should be relatively unavailable. I think it's time to go use that locker code. Nope. Can't have a witness for us going into the women's bathroom. That, the women's locker room, that would not do. It's time to deploy some old high school tricks. Not that I've ever done this myself, but, you know, heard this done before. Alright, off he goes. And with him out of the way, there's our locker. And the code we picked up earlier looking in her desk was 386. You know, like a 386. Old style computer. Stealing at the cocaine. Well, we gotta get out of here before anybody comes in. But I believe it's something we should bring to the captain's attention. Captain, a reason to believe that Morales has stolen some of the evidence from the Rockland case. Might be in league with the cult. Have IAB go take it out. Take a look, rather. And with that, we're going to go ahead and save it. It's a little early, not by very much, but I think we are going to go ahead and pin the stream there for now. But it's been a fun trip here so far with everything that we've been doing. I am going to finish this game, not tonight. Obviously, it's running a little bit late, but we will make the time to do so and get that streamed or recorded, however that works out. So it's probably going to be a special stream later on in the week that is not on one of my usual streaming days. So we'll see how that one goes and where all that happens. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed what you've been seeing. Playing some old school classic games or DCS if you're here with me earlier tonight. However that works out, excuse me there for that. So, as always, all the likes, all the follows, all the subscribes, all of that helps and keeps things moving and flowing and going. So if you appreciate doing those things for me, it's not required, but, you know, it does save you on some ads, and we can work out on some new subscriber benefits that are coming soon. Looking to get that started probably 1st of August, so pay attention for those. If the subscription thing or the Bezos dollars, which you do get a free for you subscription to a Twitch streamer of your choice if you have Amazon Prime. You do have to renew that manually monthly, but it does exist, so something to think about. But stop those pesky ads from showing up in the middle and missing out on things every few minutes. But if that's not your thing, you can donate directly if you like to, in smaller or larger amounts, whatever it is you'd like to do, if you'd like to do it, at coffee.com/PylamJRomar. Again, it's not required, but it is nice, and I do thank you for it if you do. Otherwise, you can catch this and other VODs there on the YouTube channel at @PylamRomar. Our usual week-to-week events that we have coming up all the time, all times in PDT. Monday, obviously, we have 2 streams. We do DCS at 6 p.m. and Classic Games starting at about 9 p.m. Both of those streams run for about 3 hours or a little less if it's not quite long enough to accommodate, you know, one last sortie or getting too deep in the plot before we really kind of check out off the rails on that one. Friday nights we play Arma 3. We do have a new campaign that's going to be starting up with that. Phase back and putting things together with a mod list and everything else. So we're going to be starting that up at 6 p.m. Friday. Saturday morning, we're back in DCS again. Tend to do a little bit more teaching type things on Saturday. Most of the time. Sometimes it is just go up and fly and fight and everything else. Have a good time with that. But if there's questions, as always, you're definitely encouraged to ask those. But more importantly, for what we got coming up here in the near future, I have my annual 24-hour stream, which I do right around my birthday every year. Going to be doing that one again. It's going to be the 15th and 16th of July, starting at 4 p.m. the afternoon of the 15th, and moving through 4 p.m. the afternoon of the 16th. Going to be playing a variety of games in there, probably a couple of classics here and there, probably Arma 3, Helldivers, DCS, a lot of the staples and a few of the things that we really don't get through for the course of the day. So stay tuned for that. That's something that folks want to participate in. We can see about getting folks in on that too, especially if you hop in on the Discord. Nightbot does advertise for the Discord from time to time, so if you're not part of the Discord now, you could be. We can make that happen. But at any rate, thanks for watching tonight, folks. Always ask for consent. Try to communicate as best you can with your partners. Try to be genuinely decent human beings. And we will catch up with you another night. Thanks, folks. File them out.